Hello everyone, yes, smash a like, comment, and subscribe for more daily videos with me, MrSneakyy, the one and only, and today I'm going to be the one to put it all to rest and showcase how much of a reskin Call of Dragons really is to Rise of Kingdoms. Yes, you've heard right, and in the background right now, what you're able to see is going to be my Call of Dragons account. So this is on Call of Dragons. As you can see, we've got the behemoths all on screen, and you know what we're looking at. And then if we just click on this magic button, boom, we are now in my kingdom for Rise of Kingdoms. And you can see pretty much it does look very similar now, especially with the new update to Rise of Kingdoms, which is fair enough. But what we're going to be going through is all of the stuff that is exactly the same, or if not similar, within both games, and why people are honestly getting more and more pissed off with Call of Dragons, right? Because Call of Dragons kind of advertised itself at first to be this Call of Dragons separate game from Rise of Kingdoms. It's going to be a new start, a new direction. It's got free healing in, behemoths, all sorts of stuff that is different to Rise of Kingdoms. But as you guys know, over the seasons, we've been gaining more and more stuff from Rock. So the first things, as you guys know, we will pull up from our Call of Dragons simply is the campaign. So first things first, we have the Roots of War. Roots of War, as you guys know, in Call of Dragons is our weekly alliance event where you get to go 30 versus 30 and a map, and you're going to earn some points. The funny thing is, this event is the exact same thing in Rise of Kingdoms. It's called Ark of Osiris. It runs the exact same way, guys, where you have to rally and garrison buildings, and in the center of the map is the Ark that generates you the most points if you're able to capture it. So this is only one similarity already between events and game modes. The next one is the more recent actual edition, which is going to be Tournament of Champions. As you guys know, Tournament of Champions is the game mode that we've just got that allows us to actually fight, right, against other players in formations. But the thing is, if we go over to our Rise of Kingdoms campaign menu, you can see we've got the Sunset Canyon, the Lost Canyon, Ark of Osiris, which is, again, Roots of War, which we've just been on. But the last canyon is that same game mode. So if we set up a defense lineup, you can see here, boom, we set one up, hit the confirm button, I go to challenge. The way the challenge works is you have 5 options here instead of only 3. Obviously, if you want to add challenge attempts, so you want to fight more often, guess what? You're able to do that. You can add a maximum of 5 every single day, but you can also refresh, right? You can keep refreshing and getting stronger and stronger. So this is the Lost Canyon as well as Sunset Canyon, which is the cross-server version of it. And this is just to remind you guys, look, this is Tournament of Champions. So when we're talking about more game modes that have been stolen from one side and just carbon copied over, you're starting to understand why. Now, what is the next thing that is a carbon copy of this game? And we're going to keep going deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole, which you guys are going to get more and more scared about when you start to realize what this game really, really is. So everyone knows you have your policies. So if we go into the Season of Strife menu, they've changed it so the season policies are in this little area, which is fair enough. And the thing is, in here, you're going to be earning prestige in your season, right? And you're in this through Darkling patrols, tech donations, and forts mainly, right? And each season, once it's completed, it's going to reset. And you're going to have to work on all of it every single season, every single time, right? This is how season policies work. In here, you've got some PvP stuff like infantry buffs, you know, as well as your expansions for your Legion capacity. And the funny thing is, if we go into Rise of Kingdoms now, you're going to have a shock and horror, because this honestly is the Crystal Mine and the Crystal Center. The way in Rise of Kingdoms this works instead, though, is you're able to upgrade this Crystal Mine, which creates a hourly production rate of crystals, which is your prestige for Call of Dragons. And the thing is, once you've got this, you can see here, we can hit some rewards. Let's just claim some bits and bats there. And if we go to the research menu now, look at this. It is identical. You're gaining different PvP buffs all the way across. And I will say this is a little bit more savage compared to policies on the PvP side. There is a lot more PvP buffs in Crystal Tech than there is in policies. However, both of them still offer PvP buffs, and they both work on the exact same system. And the thing is, every single season in Rise of Kingdoms, guys, even though you might have completed your seasonal tech for your Crystal Tech, it gets reset and you have to do it again. Yes, you heard right. So this is why it's already one similarity in the game modes. Now let's talk about some other stuff that is similar. If we go up into the very top corner, you can see the kind of seasonal game mode, and the one we're in right now is called Heroic Anthem. Really fun game mode in Rise of Kingdoms, because as you can see here, we have bastions and support skills, which might raise your eyebrows because of Call of Dragons' current season. If you go to the bastions, what this does is you can see each of these bastions have different quests. Look at that. Donate 1 million wood to the bastion. Earn 50 points by defeating barbarians. This is sounding awfully like something else you guys definitely know as mastery skills, right? So if we minimize this, come back to Call of Dragons, we have our main kind of skills here, but the Protector quest is donating mana, kind of helping alliance members, gaining power in order to earn this currency to unlock these skills. And the thing is, it is literally a carbon copy. If we go out of here, hit the support skills, you can see what these support skills are from all the different commanders. It works the exact same way as it does as a mastery skill. So since my Constantine is a 5-5-1-1 hero, this skill is level 1. But if you look at any of my other heroes like Boudica, it has a level 5 skill. This is going to be a level 5 variant. As well, when it comes out of this, the one kind of benefit Rise of Kingdoms has over Call of Dragons, I'm going to be honest, is when you actually do create your march, right? When you go to create a march and a new troop, you'll see here, there's 2 support skills, meaning in Rise of Kingdoms, they've got the better end of the stick. You can equip 2 skills to 1 march. But if you compare this to your Call of Dragons account, you're only going to be able to equip 1 mastery skill to your Legion. So this is kind of showcasing again the similarities of both of them, and to be honest, just how your game of Rise of Kingdoms is doing better stuff than your Call of Dragons. Now, I have got the one thing in this game that's going to scare every single one of you. Everyone knows when you play Call of Dragons, your gear is massively important. You have to earn this gear, and it takes a massive amount of time to create gear. Because the thing is, if you mess up and you don't go for the right gear slot, it is honestly some of the biggest time waste you've ever done in your account progression. And the thing is, everyone thinks in Call of Dragons, this doesn't exist. They honestly think in Call of Dragons, this doesn't exist. And I am here to tell you it does. And the gear system in Rise of Kingdoms is in Call of Dragons. And the way they've done this is very clever, and they've hidden it very cleverly. Honestly, they've split the mechanic of the gear into 2 different areas, guys. So the first area, as you can imagine, is going to be your war pet. Your war pet is very similar to how gear works in in Rise of Kingdoms. You're going to be looking for pets that have an 8-slot piece on here in order to equip 8 gear or 8 skills to that pet. And the thing is, these little, buffs are just buffs at the end of the day. They help you get more crit. They allow you to do more damage through enemy HP. There's a lot of different stuff you can do to this. And basically, the war pet is a stat buffer. It's a stat enhancer, just like it would be in Rise of Kingdoms. If you look at this, we are gaining so many stats because of our little area here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Who would have thought? 8 slot pieces in that area. The same thing comes into formations. You can get formations in this game, which is crazy. This is going to increase again. More damage, more skill damage. This changes the way your formation works, and it creates this kind of fun dynamic, which is, you know, changing how your normal kind of, you know, march operated. And this, if you've not guessed, is basically the exact same thing as you imagined in Call of Dragons, which is your artifacts. Your artifacts do the exact same job as your armaments do, or formations in your Rise of Kingdoms account. So if we go over to our items menu, hit the little top area, go to the very top here, you can see we've got all of our artifacts. They are giving us an insane amount of stats, because we have a level 5 or level 4, should I say, artifact. So we have to keep trying to grind these to get better and better. But they give you this really cool little additional effect. And that is what all of the formations are doing in your game of Rise of Kingdoms. So this is just showcasing again already another parallel between both games. And the sad thing is, I'm going to show one dead giveaway, guys. Dead giveaway when it comes to Rise of Kingdoms and Call of Dragons. So if you go into the hero pool and we scroll down, you're going to see Gwood. Everyone loves Gwood in Call of Dragons. This guy is cool, right? He's going to give you all that you need. He's going to heal and give you damage taken reduction. He's got a garrison ability, and then he's got a infantry bonus, and then a physical damage dealt bonus, right? Now, I know they say copy your homework, but don't make it obvious. But Richard I is in Rise of Kingdoms, and if we read this, we have a 1400 healing factor with a damage reduction. Sounds very familiar, does it not? As well as a march speed reduction. Wow. Let's go to the second one. The second one is going to give us a infantry style stats, which is great for the same on Gwood's skill 3. But now we have a infantry buff and a garrison buff. So just like our boy Gwood here, our Richard heals gives us basically 2 of the exact same bonuses that the tree is doing, and does the exact same job as the tree. And that is kind of the sad point about this march. And the thing is, it goes on, guys. We could keep picking apart Rise of Kingdoms to Call of Dragons. Another really good example of it is going to be your war area. You can see here at the very top there is this little icon. This little icon brings up the combat shop as well as the inscriptions shop, right? So you have both stores you're able to go into, which honestly sounds exactly the same as you can imagine when we go to our Call of Dragons menu, the shop over here, which is the Amber store as well as the Merit store. So we have the exact same stuff, but set up in a different lineup. And the thing is, when it comes to the Rise of Kingdom store, I'm going to be honest with you, you need to start paying attention, guys. If you really want to play Call of Dragons for the longest time, pay attention to this store, because in this store you can see combat shop, you're able to even unlock some legendary sculptures. You're even able to earn city skins. These are all the city skins that you unlocked at the start of the game. So these are all the 10% HP skins that you're able to earn, as well as any of the blueprints for your gear, which would be your artifact skills equivalency on, Rise of Kingdoms. And then further down, you can see even more the higher based currency, right? The higher based currency, and you're able to get another one. And the thing is, if you look on here, you can see season coins, completing research in the Crystal Tech store, as well as doing certain events and just achievements. And then the season conquest coins are only earned through achievements. And again, if we go up to our little War of Conquest area, you can see you can start this and give all your resources and rewards there. but it's when you go into, if I can remember which button it is at. I do apologize, it's been a long time coming. Path of Greatness, there we go, we found it, right? You'll notice we have the exact same setup: individual, coalition, and camp. What this means is individual, warband, and realm. So if we go over to our Call of Dragons area, just to kind of show this off for you guys, again, go to the conquest achievements. We have personal, warband, and realm on here. So just to showcase how, again, both of these are exactly the same. But on top of this, you have more. You have honor rewards, which is giving you insanely good rewards on top of all of the rewards you've already had. Coalition rewards, as well as camp rewards. You've got conquest rewards and occupational rewards at the end. So you can see in this game, Rise of Kingdoms compared to Call of Dragons, it has the exact same system, but again, it's giving you way more already, which is just an absolute joke when it comes to things. The final thing I want to kind of showcase, and just to say, look, this is a carbon copy, even though we're in Heroic Anthem, and you can see Heroic Anthem is Season of Strife. You've kind of got these little bastions around where you go to accept this daily quest. I can have 15 daily quests on here, and by doing this, I can even refresh to get better, you know, actual quests and see if I'm able to get them, and then earn his skill and equip it on. So to finish it up on the video, like I said, I'm going to just showcase here the Hall of Heroes, the ossuary. It's literally the ossuary from Call of Dragons, guys. It's everything you've got in both games. So honestly, if people are saying Call of Dragons is a reskin of Rise of Kingdoms, they're not lying to you. They are not lying to you. You must be in the biggest copium after watching this video if you really think Rise of Kingdoms is unique compared to Call of Dragons. The only thing difference between both of these games, honestly, is the fact that we have ranged units in the form of mages and archers, as well as melee units in cavalry and melee. Apart from that, Rise of Kingdoms has only melee units, but it runs the exact same way. The combat works the same, the way damage is applied is the exact same, even the way people building talent pages are the exact same. So, what's your thoughts? Is Rise of Kingdoms and Call of Dragons a carbon copy of each other, a complete reskin, and is the advertisements correct calling Call of Dragons Rock 2.0? Hopefully I've made my case here and you guys can definitely agree with everything I've been saying, and hopefully you understand as well from a YouTube perspective how I've been able to give you that advice, the future advice on what to expect that's in Rise of Kingdoms and could be coming to Call of Dragons. So with all of that, smash like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next video, stay safe, stay sneaky, guys. Peace out.